So I didn't have a plan. So my plan was to just grow my hair. But then I also didn't understand what it looked like, because also most people with afro, it's like clean, it's combed nicely, it looks nice. Mine was just long hair that I also didn't understand. So I used to hide it a lot. So I'd wear bucket hats and snapbacks and stuff. I'd always have something on my head. One day we're just fooling around, then Shapa just grabs my bucket hat, and then everyone is like, yo, you have this much hair. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to get back my snapback, because I was very insecure about the way my hair looked. And then everyone was just telling me about how nice the hair looks, and I should just leave it. So in a way, I got affirmed to now stop hiding my hair. And then I was like, let me see. This is actually quite interesting. Let me see where this goes. So I didn't have a plan. I still don't have a plan. And then it's just been these many years of having what you'd call free from locks.
Ladies and boys, gents and girls, welcome to episode 115 of the Inmates podcast.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Hata sijaanza kucook. So much ni cook kwanza. I have nothing, guys. just welcome. Leo tuko na special guest. Tumekuwa tukisema before kuje, this is the biggest podcast in Kenya, but Pwagu leo amepata pwaguzi. So the mastermind of the biggest podcast in Kenya is here with us.
Wagwan.
Hi guys, I'm Kevman. But anyway, Chaxy is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Makofi kwa guest.
That wasn't a bad intro.
Yeah, it was
Not
good
too
one.
shabby.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby, yeah.
Before tuanze, medinyana leo.
Very essential.
Yeah.
It's the Dijana Leo, but the day is not over. Yeah.
Night is still
So I
young.
have this, then I have one class meeting, then I watch the United game, because team ni Jamo, and the only team is playing today. Then after hapo, now that you've said it, tafadhali hebu anza kupiga simu. just for each goal we'll score tonight.
Very nice.
Each person gets one goal. Yeah. No, happy to be here, man. Jeff reached out earlier. I'm sorry I couldn't be here earlier, but bro, unajua mambo ni mengi, like things are literally many.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but then kasema let's do it sometimes in May, and in May for sure akusahau. May ilifika hiyo ako like it's May.
Yeah. I thought to make list at the beginning of the year of the guests we wanted to have over. Jeff list yake ya kwanza ilikuwa Chaxy.
Damn.
Ako ispell vizuri but
Aleka double X ama triple X.
Hata
X is too mingi.
hata kuwa na X.
Chaxy.
Hebu iseme imagine Mluya ameambua text Chaxy.
Well,
yeah. Kulikuwa na K hapo.
K.
Kulikuwa shanga.
Damn, bro.
K.
Wewe in grammar ulikuwa get nini? Facts.
It's the thought that counts.
Facts, man. Yeah.
Yeah, normally in units when you are mnasema kwenye like checkmate. Hapa as a guest ukikam uko locked in, so you're an inmate.
Ooh. That's fire, bro. I really like that. Damn.
It was one of our viewers who just decided to.
That's so fire. Like it's literally in the name.
Yeah.
Damn.
But like you guys are checkmates. Are we copying?
Though, it's not even copying, because at the end of it is just community. But the thing is, identity makes a difference. So if your community identifies as inmates, bro, you can do so much. Fuck, inmates, mnaweza do so much. You can do so much with the idea of inmates. Just think about a cell, bro. But make it cool, because everyone wants cool stuff.
Yeah.
Imagine if there was a prison for cool people. That's literally your community. That's it.
Ungekuwa
Bro.
locked in.
That would be. Oh, you know what I mean? Niggas will be locked in, bro. Bro, you can do so much. Even for live shows, you can do so much with the themes of prisons. You know, yeah, you niggas could be as the wardens. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, guys could come in, just bring a prop.
Saidia notebook.
Think of
manze.
think of a
Wow.
prop that belongs in a prison. Unajua hata kama ni you know, you can make it, you can localize the thing. Unajua kitambo sema in prisons ulikuwa na kwa sentence to 10 years na 2 strokes of a cane ama nini. Zile jumpsuits zenye wao vaa. Bruh, you could do so much with that theme. So much, bro. You could do so
Acha
much.
niandike notes if you don't mind. That's an idea, man.
For us, honestly, like, okay, the course of this podcast, very true to we can't say we're well known in the industry, like compared to you guys
Yet.
and other people. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Because even when we are put in a list, like you see famous, then there's like Init and Zoza. We're just guys who just like came up.
Yeah.
That. But you see, like even these ideas, man, lack of fans is a true thing, man. Lack of fans is a true thing.
Yeah.
So you personally, how are you managing? Because I can see your channel has other things going on.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, there's the classroom one, there's the vibe one. Like things are happening, and we want to do those things.
Yeah.
So is this something like you had planned throughout your life, or at some point in your life?
Throughout my life is crazy. Like I just left my mother's womb. I was like, No, I hear you, bro. It's the same thing. Like I wouldn't say, I know we've achieved quite a lot, to be very fair. You know, it'd also be unfair to not credit the work that has gone into everything that you see. But I don't lie to you, everything just boils down to how hard, or it goes down to how do I put, like just how much you want it.
Yeah.
I promise, it just goes down to how much you want it. Personally, every single coin I make, not every single coin I make, but a lot of the money I make, I'd say like 95% of the money I make goes towards content. So I could buy land, I could buy a nice car, I could buy a house if I wanted, but all of it goes towards content. Even before there was a promise of, okay, now this is commercially viable. And I wouldn't lie that I'm at where I want to be. Mimi na feel, we were even talking about football. You see now the way those players are feeling now, after a warm up. So easy, they're in their rooms, maybe getting a nice massage, making sure everyone is stretched properly, because there's a big game coming up.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Just a warm up bado. Which means even till now, still 95% of every single coin that I make goes back to production. And to make that money means I probably have like 4 different things that I'm doing simultaneously just to make money and to keep this dream going.
Yeah.
So I'm not any different. I'm just a guy who's like, I put all my money into this. So Cheque has to run. Miss Fix now is, I'm glad reception has been so good. Miss Fix is running. I still have another show I still have 2 more shows dropping before this year ends that are different. So financial to me is, I don't mind sacrificing a lot of things now just to make the dream become a reality. Yeah.
So Kevin Meskia, man, you have to be single, bro.
Whoa. How many girls do you have?
Azi.
Ni swali tu, because I'm like
Research to ile picha ya Kibaki hapo.
the video.
Only one wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, acha ni skip to your question yako, bro. Niulize, like Mike Cheque produces the most content I see out there out of any other podcast. Like in a week, kutakuwa na episodes ka 3. Mi hata miss
2, sometimes 3 if you need to.
Sometimes mi ushindwa kukeep up juu.
Yeah.
Literally naona 2 days ago niko like 2 days ago niliwatch ile ingine.
Yeah, there's something from.
Yeah, so like from what you're saying, I assume Mike Cheque is your, let's say, full-time job. I know there's other things out there.
Yeah.
But is it like your number one priority in terms of, okay, amka asubuhi, this is what I have to do today?
I wouldn't say mic check. I'd say UpSyd. So mic check is a product of UpSyd. So if you watch any mic check episode, they're all on UpSyd. Misfix on UpSyd. So UpSyd is my number one priority. That means within UpSyd, I have to figure out how much time, like how much. So for instance, today, right? So there I woke up. Of course, I had things to do. I had to figure out how much time do I need to dedicate to mic check, and then how much to misfix. Before I came here, I had a mic check engagement with a client. Then I'm here now. I'm going to negotiate something else for misfix. So I'd say it's a balance. Let me not say mic check. I'd say content, because aside mic check, there's other things running, and to me it just boils down to prioritizing. So there's weeks where mic check is 100% focus or 80% focus, or even days. Then there's days where misfix is 100% focus. So it's the best way to put it would be based on what needs to be done. Like there's many things that need to be done. Now you have to funnel, prioritize, and say this is what needs most attention now. Then it's not like this doesn't need more attention. It can wait a little bit, maybe for a day or a few hours. It depends. So I do content full time. Wasn't the case, but now I do content full time. Since 31st of March. Before then, I had a job as well. I had a job and other things on the side.
Yeah, sir, thank you for mentioning that you're on a job, because kila mtu hapa kona job, si ndio?
That's fire.
And in the previous episode nilikuwa nasema venye balance ya work na life imekuwa crazy, especially in the economy that we live in. If you go back to time ulikuwa na job, ulikuwa na find your balance aje? Juu for us tulikuwa tunaamka asubuhi and kufungua email ya init ndio ilikuwa first priority. Sometimes unapatikana kwa job ukifanya job za init, because at that moment we were the editors, we were the one creating visuals nini. So it was a lot of work before tupate a team. So your balance ulikuwa na manage aje with a job?
Right, you have to mention we were colleagues. You're just saying that we stick around all the time.
Oh, you guys are colleagues even now?
Yeah.
We're colleagues.
Oh, damn, that's fire, man.
It's not fire.
So
tumianga email kwa like, bruh. Relax, man.
Yeah, chill out. I think the best way to describe it, maybe an analogy would be, you know, when people say work-life balance, but now without the balance. Mine would be crazy, bro. That's even when you reached out earlier. I was like, May for sure, I know. Just because I know the things I had between beginning of year until April. Me committing to like a pull-up to you guys, I don't know if I would be able to do it. So my schedule revolved around work. It was work, personal projects, and then social life. So what suffered the most was my social life, but I didn't mind it. Because I was like, bruh, at the end of the day, I'm the only one who can look out for me, especially. Even before the team and everyone else involved, I have to look out for me. So what suffered for me was social life. I didn't mind it. Luckily for me, even whatever I was doing in terms of work had a lot of social elements to it. So people, my friends up to date still ask me like, dude, there's no way you had a job. I'm like, I had a job, bro. But my job was very social in the sense that people would think, okay, this dude is just out having fun. But I mean, good job too. I mean, there was a balance of both. So I was very clear on my social life. That one has to take a backseat. Even till now, if you ask me to come here on Friday evening, I'd have told you I can't. Because I have studio every Saturday, mostly the whole day on Saturday. Because we record most of our episodes we record on one day. So Saturday is a full day for me in studio. So asking me to do anything on Friday night, I'm sorry, I just can't. Even if it's a client, I'm just like, for me, Fridays are off. Bro, I don't care who's performing. Friday night, I'm not outside. Because Friday night now I get to sit with myself, think about the pod, think about what conversations do I want to drive. There's like we have a guest every week. What exactly do I want you to get from when the guest comes on? So Fridays for me I lock in. I can do everything during the day. anything going out, even if it's my closest friend's birthday, I'm like, nigga, you'll be born again. Like I'll see you. I can see you on Sunday.
Yeah.
It doesn't change anything. So even up to date, there's a lot of still things that you don't see behind the scenes. Like for me, Fridays off, bro. Fridays I'm in my house. That's it. From evening I'm in my house. I don't care what's happening. I don't know if it's Michael Jackson performing at Alchemist. I'm in my house on Fridays. So those don't end. Misfix, currently we've been recording a lot on Sundays. Like this past Sunday, one set from 9 a.m. till 11 p.m. Now, that means Saturday, I was in studio till 6. Left studio, went had dinner, went back to my house, sat down. Tafari was here, jurist. Went through everything that needs to be done for Sunday. Then I went and slept. Midnight, went to bed, slept, woke up in the morning, stretched kidogo, then I was set for the day because I knew I had a shoot. So there was a nice gig at Ma's house. And I'd love to be there. But I was like, it's fine, I'll catch that next time. So those don't end, bro. Yeah. For me, where I want to go when nakwambia bado niko locker room, hata tujaanza kustretch. It's more essential to me than small things that, I just don't want to go to studio hangovered. That's not me. Or with eye bags. Or tired. I'm like, if I'm tired, it means it's just gonna be 60% of me on the show, the most. So I'm like, what's the point, bro? Kulewa mi ulewa tu. Sineza lewa leo, then I chill on Friday, So to me, those things are not essential to me. Yeah, the content for me is number one. If I have a shoot, I have a shoot.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Bro, actually,
if you tell me 10 a.m., you told me what time? 6 p.m. I was at 5:50. I was here. I'm on time. I don't care whether it's my show, whether it's not my show. I'll be on time.
You're earlier than Kevman over here.
I know.
Man.
Yeah, Kev was still strolling.
This is the first time I've been late. Thank you for mentioning it. Tutakuwa naweka record sasa. Anyway, the men have been talking so much. Tumeacha.
Yeah. Unajua kuongea?
Our intern hapa pia.
Wait, are you actually an intern?
I call it an intern today. She's not an intern.
It's been 3 months, Maisha.
How long has it been?
Were you
Don't
podding
call it
before
a
this
few
or no?
weeks.
I mean,
It
if it's not a
this is my
month.
first time.
This is
Yeah.
how do you like it?
It's going good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a yapper? Naturally.
You should check out her TikTok,
TikTok.
bro.
Oh damn!
Try,
So,
yeah.
I get it.
Ushasikia panda kitanda, something of the sort?
Brian.
No, so I'm recently on TikTok. I haven't started. I've posted maybe 3 videos, but I'm actively looking at TikTok now. I'm on TikTok, but so I don't know. I don't know much about TikTok yet. Give me a month.
Yeah.
Next time I'm here, we talk about TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so you're big on TikTok.
Yeah. It's a big deal.
Yes,
So
you're big,
Susanna,
man.
come
You're a big deal.
Can
on
you-
TikTok.
Una go-
I'm trying.
What do you mean you're
I'm
trying?
trying.
Sisi
I'm
ndo
trying.
tunatry.
Well, so Panda Kitanda is. I feel like I
The
know
bed.
that phrase, but I have zero context.
Okay.
She's
I think we
the
just have to send you
originator.
the link so that you just check it out. Because her saying what she normally says right now.
Yeah.
Actually, wait. Ulikuwa na issue ingine hapo. Guys are not wearing underwears, yeah?
Like
Yeah.
dudes or ladies?
Generally, people. Watu wavai
that?
suruali.
No, I was talking about ladies.
Yeah. Take
yeah.
us through it, by the way.
No,
'cause-
it's when you go buy the trousers,
Mhm.
you find.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying?
No,
No,
we
no,
don't.
actually.
Like, how do you get what you're saying and you're not
You
saying
get what
it?
I'm saying?
We don't.
Like people leave the fluid
On the trousers,
on the it was actually something trending on TikTok.
Wait,
Yeah.
you go buy trousers
When you
and
go
there's
to
fluids
buy
in the trousers.
a trouser, you
Yeah,
have to
you
like
have to
fit it.
fit it.
Now maybe someone amekuja akafit
Oh.
ijamtosha ameacha hapo. Now like there are stains.
That's crazy.
Yeah, people are not
No wonder,
wearing
bro. Nilikuwa
underwear.
naenda kubuy short na masango alikuwa, and then some lady tried on the same short. She's like, achana nayo.
But I know.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah. She's just like, achana nayo.
damn.
I mean, I feel like it's
'Cause
okay.
if
I
the
don't
fa-
mind if you don't wear panties.
But you should.
Just
You should. As a lady. Okay, I don't know for you guys.
do you have to
maybe.
though? Like, what do panties do?
You
to
don't
women?
have to,
Yeah.
but you should.
Why?
Because they're like fluids down there.
All the
The
time.
first time I actually heard about it is there was a video of a girl walking and there was like a stain on the...
But the fluids would be all the time or specific times of the month.
specific times of the month kuna time it's like a lot. Okay, in
Better-
short, just wear underwear.
better
So
safe
unaweza
than
kuwa tu
sorry.
umechill even those times and you just have fluids leaving your body. I don't think
Not
so.
like
no?
fluid, it's something that accumulates like small. I can't believe
It's not
I'm explaining
intentional.
this.
No, it's fine.
No,
You
no, you
educate
don't like
us.
get wet, like fluid, natural fluid.
Yeah.
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 Okay, that's interesting.
I'm like, I don't know. Me I thought undies, you wear undies for women. Women wear undies based on what they're wearing.
What?
By that, there's
That's
some
what I
clothes you
thought,
can't
yeah.
wear with undies actually. The ones
Yeah.
that have like spaces. But nowadays there are undies that don't even have the strings. It's just something you put on the coochie. Yeah. Mjaziona?
Like
Come
a
on,
patch.
sticky
Like you
note.
patch the.
It's curved.
like a sticky.
It covers the front part, then like it's held on the butt crack. Okay, no, that's it.
Why do you look like you know what she's talking about?
You know it.
I know.
Yeah. He does. Okay.
How do you know that?
I plead
Just
the fifth.
curious.
I plead the fifth.
So it's not like an excuse. You need to wear these things.
All the time.
Me,
I don't think I'd wear undies all the time if I was a lady.
Good for you.
Because also there's clothes women wear, and if you see them from the back, you can literally see the undies,
the
like
panty line, yeah.
what is it called, the
Panty
the
line.
panty lines.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I have such a cute dress and you can see the panty line, I'm not wearing a panty unless it's that time of the month.
But
But
there
even
are
now
pants
you
that
have
don't have the
tampons,
lines.
you have tampons
Yeah.
and whatnot, so you could literally just there's undies that don't have the lines.
Yeah. The thongs.
No lines.
Eh.
This is
it's
Bluetooth.
just one
Yes,
line.
it's just a
Yeah,
string.
a string.
The thing is,
You
that thing is
can't
not
see it.
uncomfortable, like to your ass crack and stuff.
No,
Because the
it's
string
not.
just lies in there, no?
It's not.
There's no way the first time you wore it, you didn't feel
Okay, the
uncomfortable.
first week probably it's going
First,
to be
okay, even not a day.
uncomfortable.
First week, okay.
But it's good because it's not again a good thing for the pant to show like the lines.
Yeah.
So you need to like get used to it.
Ah.
With time you get used to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good for you, man.
Don't know how far we relate to that.
I don't know.
Simis.
Ooh.
Seamless.
Seamless.
Yeah, they're called that.
Pia najua.
Seamless.
Si mi peke yangu.
I'm noticing it's
it's
with
a-
the people who are dating.
I know.
Yeah.
Like,
The guys who are
when I
dating, they have an idea of
Anyway, raising that issue. Mi niko na issue na niggas out here, especially wababa, and unfortunately for the second episode in a row, fat niggas.
What a fun niggas done.
Bro. Mimi, I've seen chicks, a man's chicks, involuntarily. Let me chill too. Then some dude bends over, full chicks too.
Wait, chicks are like the butt crack.
Like the upper part of the butt.
Like the upper
Yeah.
part. Like,
Okay.
sim
Yeah.
NGOTHA VIZURI, man.
I
Like-
complained about that even when. So I started working out. Maybe a year and a half ago. Remember the first time I went in, I was like, yo, just all the fat dudes in the gym. Like, I'm sure
Bro,
there's
it's
clothes that fit
crazy.
you.
Yeah.
Each time any of them just bends down, I'm like,
Yeah.
nigga, your
Flash.
butt crack
Bro,
is out. Bro.
Your shit go crazy, man,
Yeah.
and it's so annoying, man. Say.
Nah, I agree with you. That I agree with you,
Bro, like, tough take to your size.
And I'm sure there's undies there's boxers that fit.
And I feel,
there's everything that fits.
and I
yeah.
feel at the same time, like, watu hawavai vitu properly. Like, mse tu ameanzisha, like, the boxers. I feel for me, correct me if I'm wrong, the boxers, the waistband of the boxer should be higher than your jeans, for example.
Always.
But wanaweka at the same level or lower. So, anytime you bend, naona cheeks too. Like, it's crazy, man.
But you can find when it doesn't fit up under like the nyash part. So maybe that's they find the correct fitting.
Yeah, man. Which is crazy.
And shout out to them, man.
No shout out to them. Shame. Shame on you guys and improve, manze.
Yeah.
Anyway, for me, the most interesting story in Mona this week, I don't know if you guys have seen it.
Yeah.
6 guys in New Orleans, I think.
The
Escaped
inmates.
prison.
Yeah.
Inmates.
The inmates, man.
Those are niggas who listen to you. Man.
Walikuwa locked in hapo wakaacha kusikiza so
Walk the
wakahepa.
left.
That's fine.
And as of today, there's only one nigga remaining.
Only one.
Only one, yeah.
How?
Like
the,
ameshikwa?
the guy with the
Ama-
tattoos on the face.
No, the one was clean shaven and shit. Acha.
Okay, last I checked, there was 4 still on the run.
Oh,
But
and
that was maybe like in the morning.
Between yesterday and today,
Yeah.
as of now, like 3 of them or 4 of them are Meshiko. So there's only one.
The most disappointing one is the dude who got arrested yesterday because he just passed out on the couch of the bus stop. Like,
Yeah.
literally, because stage 2. Yeah, I was just passed out.
Of which, okay, me the common sentiment and nilikuwa naona ni like these niggas are dumb, man. Like umehepa, alafu umeenda home.
Obviously,
Yeah, that
they're
was
going to
like
look
crazy.
for
That
Two
you.
or
was-
3 guys
asshole,
walishikwa tu home. Si ameenda akachange tu nguo akachill.
Yeah, definitely.
Like it's crazy.
Or calling family members or friends. Of course, they're tracking all the people close
Yeah,
to you.
yeah,
As
for
soon as the
sure.
phone call comes in, they'll know where you are.
Yeah.
I think the problem is escaping prison without a plan.
Oh yeah.
That's
And then now
actually
you're in the real world.
Oh, like
Then
oh,
you
shit.
realize you're such a big target. Your name and face are plastered everywhere, bro. Every single cop in the States is looking for you. Literally. And also they've given a reward to civilians and a number, like call this number if you spot anyone and this is what you'll make some money.
Yeah.
So what me talk to no plan, bro. Even on Schofield in Prison Break. Like of course movies look at representation of reality. It's never accurate.
Yeah,
But at least borrow a leaf kidogo. When Schofield had planned before to escape. So it's like saying now you go to just committee, like you go to committee today, then tomorrow you find a loophole, and then you just leave. No plan. I'm like, how dumb can you be? Because there's no way they drilled through that wall in a day.
Yeah.
That took a bit of planning. So all this time you have no plan. Like your
So
plan
when
is to
you
go
get
back
out-
home and just chill, just hang in the crib.
Yeah.
Bro, of course they're coming to the crib
Yeah,
first.
for sure. And at the same time,
Yeah.
there was a guard who helped them escape.
Oh, damn.
Even
I
there's
didn't know that.
footage.
So
Inko like umsi amewasaidia kuescape na kuna cameras all over
Yeah.
na bado ana report to work.
Oh, the guard also reported back to work.
Yeah, he was just caught there and now he has like charges on charges on charges. It's crazy. So my question to you, you've been in prison and umepata nini ya kuescape. Utafanya nini ndo usishikwe?
Mine is easy, bro. Just shave my dreads. Complete clean shave. Get a fake beard. I think people don't understand how easy it is for you to disguise yourself if you just change your appearance.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially if people are used to one look. Yeah, definitely do that. Then I'd just board a bus. Like I'm not booking a plane ticket or a train ticket, anything that is trackable. I'm not calling anyone. Definitely, I'll literally walk to where I can get a bus. Then I'll try get on that bus and go as far as I possibly can. If it's Kenya is easy, bro. Sami nikienda huko Kuria.
no one is gonna know, yeah.
Yani by the time hata image yangu inafika Kuria with the dress and nini. Mi nikifika clean shave kwanza I look like a very different person, bro. Then I just cross the border, go to Tanzania. Start a new life. Nah, I feel like I'd go to Tanzania, move to Malawi.
With no money. With no money, though.
Yeah, just find money, bro.
Before you get out, you need to have money.
Bro, because if you're a man, work for it, bro. Wash a car. You know what I mean? Wash a car. Carry goods. Bro, there's always casual money. Like, if if you're a man na uko na nguvu and you're willingly, like, na we seem lazy, you can make money, bro. Wash a car here. Mahadwares uko hapa wasa ubeba vitu. Offload vitu. I don't know. Like,
and I told you,
Just do something.
mini Brayo nadai kuwasaidia.
yeah, I'm like me. I
feel like in
in
Kenya it's easier. Juu systems zetu haziwork per se.
True.
Yeah, so it's easier for you to escape.
Yeah.
Even criminals escape.
All the time.
Wanaambiwanga tu enda shags for a period of time. Hakuna mtu atakutrace hapo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
The States is harder, bro.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
You need a plan. I don't know.
Jeff wangedu nini?
It's like being a transgender an option. What's
What?
my
Bro,
budget?
in Kenya.
Ooh.
It's how bad do I want it? That's the question.
True.
Yeah?
How bad do you want freedom?
Yeah, if I want it so bad, am I willing to change my gender?
I mean, I don't think you have to. You can just fake it.
Yeah.
Would you actually want to change your gender? Like as a straight man, unaweza amka tu kesho useme your freedom want to be. I mean, I can just identify without being.
Depends.
Okay,
So you
you'd go all
change
the
your
way.
gender.
Like, do I want it that bad?
Do
If
you
I want
feel
it that bad,
do you feel like you'll
Oh,
be convincing?
Can I get water if you don't mind?
nah, I can't be that convincing.
Me
Honestly,
for me for sure. Siezi play your card. Juu 6 foot tall. Nigga with a big head. Like, come on, guys.
Bro,
See, I can't fool anyone.
You can.
But if you
Timini
get like
dem.
a really good wig,
Yeah.
a really good lace
Sianze
wig,
kuniconvince.
bro,
Just bleach yourself.
some
Yeah.
tight
Get a
jeans.
nice wig. Yeah.
or the buibuis, the ones that then unaenda unaishuko saizi silly. Who's gonna ask?
Ama
about
unatuka
it.
Lisa,
Ideas.
you'll be fine.
Ideas. Ka kuna mtu ako actually locked in na ako locked in it. Tumekupea hard.
Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, so I just think it depends with how bad you want the freedom,
Yeah.
honestly speaking, because you can do.
But I
much.
think tunaweza agree that before you escape tu kuwe na plan.
Yeah.
Definitely,
100%.
man.
Yeah.
It would be stupid to just go through all that and then you
Me, I
get
Get
feel
caught.
like how
a
I
day
say
later.
tu wali escape without plan. Wali escape juu the option
There
was
was
there.
an
I think also some of them have nothing to lose. So if I'm serving life, what else is there for me to serve? You
Oh
know what I
yeah,
mean?
if I
So-
escape and get
Yeah,
caught.
I escape for the fun of
None.
it. No plan. Run for as much as I possibly can. If I get arrested, there's nothing more for me, bro.
yeah.
Me, I'm facing life. Well, I'm facing 90 years, and you're arrested when you're 30. Bro, there's 90 years, 30.
You're cool.
Guys are escaping. Let me
Let's do
escape. Yeah, those are the guys who have nothing to lose. I think also it becomes very different. It's like if someone who has nothing to lose mugs you, those are now niggas who would kill you.
Oh yeah,
because
for
they have
sure.
nothing to lose,
Yeah.
you know.
For sure, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many years? There?
Thank you, bro. 9, almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is 9 years and some change.
Actually, thank you for raising the question. Like, how is Vituka kudos? Is it
Yeah.
comfortable?
Yeah, I just have a bonnet.
You
I
do?
sleep in a bonnet. I shower in a bonnet.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Sorry, yeah. It's comfortable. Like the only time, I mean, so when I get my hair washed, it becomes a bit bulky because it can have so much growth, so it keeps a lot of water. But normally I go to a salon, they wash my hair and then they put me in a dryer. So otherwise,
true.
like I don't even remember it's there. When I get yeah, it's like when you have a back tattoo, you don't even remember it's there because you never see it. Yeah.
Okay.
So it just
Interesting.
starts like normally. Like
Yeah.
Like, how
zinaonanga
did it
hizi
come about?
zinatwistiwa.
Yeah. So I didn't wax, I didn't twist my hair. It began as an afro. I was just growing my hair. But I didn't have a plan as well. I was like those inmates of yours from the set. So I didn't have a plan. So my plan was to just grow my hair. But then I also didn't understand what it looked like. Because also most people with afro is like clean, you know, it's combed nicely, it looks nice. Mine was just long hair that I also didn't understand. So I used to hide it a lot. So I'd wear bucket hats and snapbacks and stuff. I'd always have something on my head. Because I just didn't know what it was, and I don't think I was very secure with how it looked. Because it looked the way I wanted to look. But then I just didn't have a plan for it, but I didn't want to shave it. So you can let kumea constantly in my feature. And then at the time, I used to go to industry night a lot because I used to manage that event back in Galileo. And I remember there's this day I was at Sharperman and Barak Jacuzzi. This is like 2016 huko. Ni kitambo, 2016 huko. So one day we're just fooling around, then Sharper just grabs my bucket hat. And then everyone is like, yo, you have this much hair. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to get back my snapback because I was very insecure about the way my hair looked. And then everyone was just telling me about how nice the hair looks and I should just leave it. So in a way, I got affirmed to now stop hiding my hair. And then I was like, you know, let me see. This is actually quite interesting. Let me see where this goes. So I didn't have a plan. I still don't have a plan. And then it's just been these many years of having what you'd call free from locks. Like it's 100% free from. Like I've completely never even ever waxed my hair even once. So if you look at my pictures progressively over the years, you see that my hair looks slightly different. So it's morphed into very many things along the way. And even now, if you meet me in December, maybe with some, okay, I actually now see that there's a slight variation from what it looked like when we met in May. It has a mind of its own, and I just let it be.
Damn.
The plan is no plan. Bro.
Yeah.
The plan is no plan.
The plan is no plan.
Yeah, literally.
But anyway, Chaxy, me like from a podcaster to another podcaster, yeah. Kwanza, are you go streets?
Mimi? Yeah, I'm in the streets. I don't know if I'm in the streets. Let me say I'm single. Definitely down to mingle if I find you very attractive.
Valid.
Yeah, but I don't say that I'm genuinely like actively looking. I don't even know if I have time to really do that. Like, yeah.
So me personally, I feel like we're in the same space.
This nigga has all the time in the world.
Man like Jeff, what up? Yeah.
But yeah, like recently, you know, I can say my age, 27, yeah? Times I see my homies dating, they're serious, and stuff like that. And then, you know, I'd want a girlfriend. It's not like something I'm ruling out. Are you ruling it out or?
No.
Exactly.
I'm not opposed to it.
You see, same space, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah?
Okay, cool.
So, but my biggest issue is that, like, when it comes to even meeting a lady, it's either she's healing, recently out of a relationship, or is just carrying some insane amount of trauma, man. You get what I'm saying? So, like, is there anybody out there who's actually just, you know, ready or some shit like that? But now, the question I have for you, since we're in the same space, basically. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you get a lot of attention, bro.
That's true.
A lot of attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the shorties in your DMs, bro. Is it something you'd give a shot, like someone who's a fan of your craft, or you just want to go meet someone who's doesn't even know who you are, or some stuff like that, like some fairy tale?
Yeah. My DMs, no. I lied. But like genuinely speaking, I don't even DM women. I don't at all.
Yeah.
Like the women in my DMs that we are speaking is people we know each other. Regardless of how beautiful I find you, I look at a profile, maybe I'll scroll, I'll be like, damn. I wonder what this could be. Whatever I think, I'd keep it in my head. I just don't DM. You'd never see it here. Oh, there's Chaxy sliding in women's DMs that I don't know ever. And the ones in my DMs, most of them would be checkmates. So I don't look at it beyond that. So for me, I just have to know you, bro. Like I'm also not at the stage in my life where I just pick up a random babe in the club because she was nice and she was down, and then I just pick someone I've never met and take you to my house.
Yeah.
Like I don't know who the fuck you are. Hey, bro, I don't know. Maybe I'm too paranoid, or maybe I'm just too careful. But from everything else I see online, it can't be me, bro. I don't want to be in a position where I wake up tomorrow and then there's, Chaxy tried to do this. Yeah, bro. That's why you don't even see me outside. Like if you see me outside, I'm outside maybe I'm working, or maybe it's a friend's birthday, or maybe maybe a friend opened a new club. I'm just there. But on a random Friday, I'm just kicking it somewhere. I don't. I've seen stuff. I've been outside like that. I've seen stuff, and then I was like, even from earlier on, even before I was who I am now, I was like, shit, this is what I don't want to be a part of. Yeah, so Jeff, I completely avoid. This is Ngori. Yeah,
based on that question, are you in the same space really?
We're still in the same space, bro.
Jeff is everywhere.
My space is relative now.
Yeah.
No, the discipline is good, by the way. That's something that should be out there in the creative space, because you find a lot of people, even footballers, guys are targeted and stuff like that. But
and now it's even crazy. Because sometimes I ask myself, I'm like, I look at the pod, I look at everything else. I'm like, I don't even consider ourselves that big. But if I step out, nowadays, like I have to mentally prepare myself to be like, I'm going somewhere. I don't know what it is, bro. I think for us also, it's maybe because as much as where the pod has reached is also the socials are somewhere. So there's people who don't even watch the pod, but they see the clips on TikTok or on IG, Nini. So they're familiar with you in a way. So nowadays, like even now, I'm going for it's a business meeting, but it's in a social place. And I'm like, I know I have to go in, say hi to people, and then there's times I just don't want to do that. I'm just like I'd want to be outside, and I'm like, fuck, man. Now you think about what it takes to be outside. I'm just like, and I'm like, I don't even consider ourselves genuinely. I'm not lying, and I'm not being humble. I don't consider ourselves that big. So Nico, like, okay, by end of year, what is that gonna look like?
Yeah.
So now, becoming a bit self-conscious, which is not what ideally for me I'd want. Me not consider too. Me, I'm just a podcaster, bro. I don't consider myself like a celebrity. So, I mean, you'd find me at the grocery store in my shorts and sandals. But soon as I step in, then it just clicks. I'm like, oh shit, life is not the same anymore. And I'm cognizant of that now. But it sucks. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, sometimes I just want to go to blankets. But I'm like, bro, like the last blanket, Nico, like from the gate to where we are sat, I was like, how many times do you need to go through that drill? Mbaka Nico, like, sasa, it makes sense why Nico, like, akina Nyashinsky, how do you live? Like, that's why they don't have a social life outside work. And I'm sure maybe nimsetu anapenda. Ako tu wako like sinena tu Solfest tu. Like mi nataka tu kuona Furthermore tu. I just want to see Furthermore live. So I understand why some of them have bouncers and mini security. Yeah, so that's what I think. For me, I see those things and I'm like, bro, I have so much to lose if I'm just a reckless nigga sliding in DMs. Because I'm sliding in DMs for what? You know what I mean? Then tomorrow I'm on Nairobi Gossip. Screenshots. Kwanza with lame lines. I'm like, come on, Nairobi Gossip. Hata watu kiangalia uko like shit. Lakini lines ziko sawa. You know what I mean?
God, was it?
Yeah. So nowadays I'm just like, you know what? I don't mind more. Like, I'll stay in the house. If I want to have a good time, I'll have the people around me that I want to have a good time with. If I want to go out like Leo, I'll make some calls in advance, so it's not like I'll just pop up randomly. Make some calls in advance. If you go, there's, things and in place. So those things, I think as you climb up the ladder, you have to be aware of those things and don't assume to. Also, just check the necessary precautions. Yeah. So me in a DMs, Nini, bro, I'd be lying to you if I told you that I have random women that I slide in their DMs. Not even one. You'll never find even one. Ever. Anyone I speak to in my DMs is people I know. Yeah, evil too. If I don't know them, it's mostly then about maybe work. Maybe it's someone we've never met, but we speak about work. It's a musician, I like what they do, evil. But for most, even hata nifike DMs ni tumeongea kwanza. Yeah, in person ama nini. But yeah. Kuslide DMs is only niliacha nikiwa KU. I used to do that, yeah.
Which is funny, hata si to
All of
actually
us.
see what.
No, you guys are KU.
Yeah.
Main covers. Tafari as well. That's why I met Tafari. KU as well. Yeah. The whole gang is like, wait, which year? Which year did you guys finish?
Which year did you finish?
I finished this year.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. We're going to begin your work this year. Last year.
Imagine.
Okay, we can say officially like 2020 isipokuwa hizo retakes tulipata.
2022.
Yeah. Just fine. COVID years and all that.
COVID years.
Actually, COVID delayed us.
So when you guys were finishing, was Annex active or not?
It was still active.
It was active.
It's not
was
active
dying, bro.
It was dead at that time.
Bro, time tukua tunamaliza it was dead.
That
Watu
is so
walikuwa
sad.
nasomea hapo.
Bro, I
Imagine.
went back to KU last weekend but one. 2 weeks ago on a Sunday to record GML, because they record from KU. And I was just driving into KU. I'm like, damn, this used to be me, bro.
Yeah.
Then they told me Annex is dead. Bro, Annex raised me. I started hustling
Annex is
properly
dead, bro.
in Annex. That's how I made my first kidogo money in Annex.
Bro, the first time I ever went to KU, nilienda Annex. Nilikuwa nimeenda kupick my letter of accepting me to KU.
Yeah.
Afu beshte yangu mwenye alikuwa ananiguide akaniambia kuna hii place acha tupige detour kwanza and then tuende tuchukue hiyo letter bro kumbuka nilichapa legend story sawa legend bro nilienda old admin kuchukua hiyo letter afu naambiwa okay tafuta barua yenye iko na index number yako sasa mimi niko gone sikuwa naona shit I took someone's else letter nikatembea afu beshtanga niambia bro kuna unaitwa Nancy like oh shit
Ulikuwa Nancy
bro so annex iko na memories bro mimi nilikuwa kumbuka fourth year naona watu wakisomea annex wana treat annex kama shopping center ati watu wanaenda
kama shopping center
bro they are not
so what happens uko ndani where there used to be the bar and the pool table yuko what's there uko meza za kusoma
zizi I remember
the structure like the
ilikuwa too closed ilikuwa like zile shopping center yenye the nini iko open so watu tu wanaenda tu kwa tables bro, but first year second year annex was the place to be Thursday and Friday
man.
Crazy.
But I think when we were finishing now like guys and having fun KM was the joint.
So sisi KM so KM would be the place where I'd go to buy units or photocopy stuff. Then KM would be if you have a bit of more money to spend on food. Now you go to those two hotels and vibandas there. But sherehe in KM,
bro, sherehe in KM was.
KM was never a sherehe place,
bro.
Ever,
bro.
A sherehe was either sherehe annex. Ama Thursday Fridays Harambee Hall, or Cinema Hall. Then now outside school. Sasa ka Oscari wendani Ruiru Kehunguro hizo spots.
Juja
Juja ndo alikuwa na kamsisi kwetu. What do you mean? Juja alikuwa na kam kwetu because also and it was so fun because we'd like the boys from Juja to come because wao walikuwa na bangi. So but then they didn't have girls. So Juja boys was an actual thing. So they'd always Thursday, Fridays, Juja, now all walikuwa na come. So our role would be to make sure they get in because they get stories as
Bro, see KM, unaenda busy a keg. The baddest
Black.
In KM.
That's where things are
acha niseme tu. The baddest bitch you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Kwa hapo anachapa muratina kwa like crazy.
We have to do something for the new channel KM. You guys are giving me ideas.
Come on. Tulikuwa tuna operate like mimi niko na so, Jeff ako na so. We were 4 niggas. Chico ako na so, Tony ako na so. Kila mtu anashika muratina 2, keg moja. Muratina? It's
okay, sawa najua. What is it?
How do you describe it?
It's a local
like,
brew.
Like changa?
No.
Changa
is too much.
Give it some class.
Iko na class.
So
Muratina is like ceremonial, it's lighter. Changa unajua changa kuna mtu anajuanga alcohol percentage changa ni.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So kunywa tu but kama hakuna TH42 hakuna no one knows. And then changa is clear, Muratina is not clear. Muratina is like fermented uji for lack of a better word.
It's that thick.
Then lighter. Slightly lighter.
Very light.
It's made from a fruit
Mhm.
and mostly it has like honey. So it's like it's fancy fermented sugar.
Tuseme like a cider but haiko as refined.
Facts.
Haiko as
That's
refined.
actually
Na iko flavor tu moja tu.
That's a good way to describe it.
Bro, so it's like muratina 20 bob. Chapa muratina moja go on the whole night. Afu the sauna top up tu na keg.
So is a place like kuna sitting like in club, kuna music, kuna
in club.
Sitting place.
Club like
in KM.
In KM, bro.
Actually, it really helped because like most of the people we'd be in class with and we're not really social like that. But that day, you just meet over there.
Yeah,
you
unaenda
guys-
tu,
Everyone
unaenda
is
tu
Everyone
mzee
gets
yake.
loose and it's
Yeah.
vibes. Yeah.
100%.
I remember in our 4th year is when we decided to really be active in our drinking and social life. Especially drinking. We made friends. It used to be like 4 of us against
All
the
the time.
world.
Then
But
now you
so-
had more friends that
And then
you never
you're
met.
friends with the whole department. Patana na third
Huko
years
ndo
uko like,
mnakutana.
hey, pia unakuanga hapa.
Eh.
Hey bro, unakunywa kek. Acha kushikie bro.
Yeah.
Bro, it was wild. Good times, manzi.
So is that where the idea for the pod came from? Like KU
I
days or
think
no?
during that
it came-
period.
You know, the thing, that's why I actually wanted to mention it to
Mi hata
you.
nilikuwa nataka nikuulize ndo ikue for the first time ever si tunauliza what's the idea for mic check.
Yeah,
Check
we can
comes
start.
from.
We
Yeah.
can start with you guys.
Yeah. So I used to do like so I had a podcast before Mike Check
Mhm.
called Just Kidding. It was me and Erosh.
Mm.
Also born, bred in KU.
Mm.
Then but ilikuwa restricting kidogo.
Mm.
Because there's so many things Erosh would never discuss on the pod.
Oh.
Like behind the scenes.
Mm.
I'm like, well, this is what I want on the pod.
Mm.
Yeah.
But so at some point I was like, bro, this doesn't work.
Mm.
Like it doesn't work. So Just Kidding just died a natural death.
Mm.
Then, but before Just Kidding died, already now to explore this other side and the things I couldn't discuss on Just Kidding,
Mhm.
I'd started doing something called The Catalyst, me and Mariah,
Mhm.
which was like a 10-minute magazine sort of show. So 10, 13 minutes, you can't discuss so much.
So much.
So we'd go through topics quickly.
Mm.
I used to be like a highlight of what happened in that week. So it'd be
Mm.
like mention, discuss kidogo, move next thing. So you get like a nice overview of the week, entertainment wise, from The Catalyst.
Mm.
So when Just Kidding died, Sasa was like, this is done. I was like, shit. So I wanted to really make The Catalyst like a full-on pod.
Mm.
So I speak to Mariah, I'm like, so I'm thinking now we make this a full-on pod. But also, because we were so inconsistent, because just the two of us on the show, then Tafari would be behind the scenes. So when any of us is away, there's no we're not recording
nothing,
because
yeah.
ni wawili too.
Mm.
So I was like, you know what? I'm thinking, but so I'm telling Mariah, so I want to make this a full-on pod, but I'm thinking we add a third person.
Mm.
Because adding a third person means we can be more consistent. It's going to be very hard for all 3 people to be away at the same time, unless I'm ungei.
Mm.
And then it's studio there, then mulko like me siko. But if there's 3 of you and you're in communication, it's going to be very hard to be inconsistent.
Mm.
So then she was like, so who are you thinking? I'm like, I don't know. So you think of some people, I think of some people, and then we make it work. So we're like, so we, in a way, sort of auditioned.
Mm.
So we recorded a few other people, can't mention names, because they're all people in the, in the public space. But these were things we recorded and they're on private. Most of them we just, this is like COVID time. So like quick Zoom thing, record, see the vibe. So we recorded a few people. And then there's just something. It wasn't just there, vibes don't lie.
Yeah.
Vibes is vibes. So there's something missing. Like, so, you know what? Let's keep seeking and maybe trying to find someone. Then around the same time, the rally had just come back to Kenya. So I'd met Mwas once when Scorpion Kings had a gig at Carnival. And then that was just it, because Mwas just approached me and said he used to watch some of my content. I used to do a show called Loud, so Mwas had seen some of the stuff online. And just came to say like, hey, I like what you do online and then that was just it. A concert. Actually, me, I was working at that concert, so we didn't even speak much. Then the rally comes back. Remember, if you remember when the rally comes back, now it's a big deal. Naivasha is a total shutdown that period.
Yeah.
So I go to the rally. I'm not much of a rally fan. Me, I just went for Sherehe, to be very fair. But I was like, day one, I'm gonna go see the cars. Kidogo tu, ndo nipige Sherehe tu ile, at least nimeona the rally. So I'm at the rally with some of my homies. And then again, Mwas and his other friends were literally packed next to each other at the rally. So I didn't realize kumbe hizo rally ni wakifunga gate. You could be there for hours. Because you can't leave. Because leaving you have to cross the track. And those cars are quite fast and all that. So tulikuwa tu hapo for a while. So Mwas and I we bonded, tukakumbuka like, hey, I met you at Scorpion Kings, remember nini? So we started speaking. And then we went, got food, got drinks. Then we were sat at the same area. Then we just literally bonded over tattoos. We had similar tattoos, and then we're just bonding over tattoos and nini. And I was just like, yeah, this is really a funny dude, bro. Nakumbuka tu nikicheka niko. So then we exchanged numbers. We're like, so as we're staying in this villa, them they're staying in a different place. So me, I was like, bro, I'm not coming back to see these guys. So yeah, I'll be partying hivi. So we linked up that weekend in Naivasha. I became friends. At the time, I used to host a lot. Like I'd host, but used to be the same group of friends. But I'd just throw these parties all the time. So when we came back to Nairobi, I invited Mas. I was like, yeah, doing this party in the crib, nini, pull up. Then Mas came and we really kicked it. So I think that is now really what cemented the friendship. I was just like, this dude is just funny, bro. Mas alikuwa ananichekesha. So I invite Mas back to the parties. And I'm like, yeah, happy to introduce Mas. And then I'm like, Mas just blends in. Then again, he comes back for the parties. There's something I used to do called Met Mega. So like, when the Met Gala just happened. So around Met Gala, we'd always do something called Met Mega. And we'll do the whole dress up. There's a theme and whatnot. And then the dudes everyone would dress up, yes, according to the theme. But then the ladies would be the judges. And then it was a whole thing. So I invited Mas for the first one. And then something that was normally that would be a bender, because guys would come in, like ideally the invite said 7 a.m. just because why not, but no one would come at 7. But I'd say if you can't come at 7, come the previous night then tuanze mapema. So because of that, it would be like a whole weekend thing, and we'd just be at the crib and just hang out. So I'm like, after hanging out for a while, I was like, dude, there's this show. So I show him the catalyst. I'm like, just want to make this a full-on podcast. It's gonna be myself, there's a Mariah, and I think you'd really be nice to do it. Is this something you'd be down? Then Mas is like, dude, I've been thinking about doing a podcast. I've just never figured the technicalities or how to just do it. But it's something that has been in the back of my mind. I was like, Sawa, then if that's the case, then let me work on it, get back to you. So I call Snowball now, because I was working with Snowball already, where we record from Up to Date. I call Snowball, set up a recce, call Mas, Mariah. Well, remember it was a Monday. All of them are available to come. And that Monday when they came to studio, that became our first episode ever. We're supposed to do a recce. But that's actually when Mas met Mariah on set. And that became our first episode. And the rest is history.
Damn.
Yeah. P for pilot. That was the first episode. Yeah. So that's how Mic Check came to be.
Nice.
You guys?
Oh, for
KM
us,
niggas.
it's quite simple actually, because among the guys, in the friend group, I was the one who had a bed seat outside school. So if guys need some time off school, they used to come to my place way more often than I'd like. But
As usual.
No, to the point I had to charge them for some stuff, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, like tissue, water. Like it was home for them also. I didn't mind, because during COVID, you see the way mzazi anaweza sema ati, rudi nyumbani. There's nothing going on, so you lose your place. So by the time you go back to school and things become solid, it's a whole other discussion with the parent also. Do alipe. But you see, these guys they're still with me, man. They're like, where are you, bro? Like, I don't have a place for them to chill, but I realize they just want to chill with me, no? Even the place.
Mostly
So by through God, I got another place here. So every time they used to come, like, we used to be like, if Kev is coming.
The period when the idea came out is also when that season that blew up Top Boy. It's actually not season 1. There was actually ilikuwa cancelled before. So let's say season 1 of Top Boy ilikuwa blow up at that time. So tulikuwa tumeanza kukachio lingo ya what's up, bro?
In it.
The
UK lingo.
The UK
Oh,
lingo.
shit.
Yeah.
That's
So,
where it comes from.
so for us, in it is not like the direct translations. In it ni isn't it or ain't it. For us ni in it. So tulikuwa tunaingia like kwa kija Jeff, Kevman in it, Chico in it, so ilikuwa hivyo like unanoa kunaingia uko like hey, Chico in it so it was a thing. And at the beginning we were five people.
Yeah.
We're five.
Yeah.
Four dudes and one chick
girl.
and okay hapo ndo we used to have conversations like hadi tukafika hiyo point. I think yetu ni generic, mna have a fun conversation afu mnasema tunafaa kuanza podcast afu mko like
Actually it was the lady who suggested.
said it.
Where is she now?
And then
no idea.
then one day tulikuwa tunakaa Jeff hata ilikuwa on call afu akasema unakumbuka venye alisema like your story ya podcast how like hey hiyo ni idea by the way.
Yeah.
So slowly by slowly it began fleshing out. I think your time tulikuwa fourth year tulikuwa caught up na everything and then immediately for us we began working in corporate, so we were like we didn't even have time to think about it. And then at some point tukasema it's either we start it now or we don't start it at all.
Yeah.
So it was me, Jeff and the chick when we had our first meeting as what we're going to do as a podcast. Things happen the way they happen.
Well, we've gone through it actually. Like
and the chick didn't turn up the way we would like her to do it. So tukasema acha tu tuanze sisi wawili.
Yeah.
So sisi tulianza wapi? Tulianza kwa room yako baby. Started in his bedroom, tukaenda kwa studio.
Yeah.
Jeff akahama akaenda Rongai, tukaenda hadi Rongai. So like I was getting out of work tao at like 6 na panda mat naenda hadi
kwenda
kurecord pod. Sasa nimebebana na mamic kwa box. My mic hapo naitwaje T-room huko hizo sides manze. Yeah, so it's been a journey. The fact that we are here ni crazy.
Congrats to you, man.
Mimi nataka kupea Jeff the flowers because if it was me driving the whole project aingemake.
Okay.
For sure. Juu mimi ni mtu mwenye nikifeel inconvenience kidogo like we're not doing this manze.
Baddie.
Yeah, but
Kev the baddie.
Jeff is really the mastermind of this thing.
Okay.
And this is only one of our business ventures yenye tunafanya pamoja.
I like that.
This is the first one yenye tunazesema this is really successful. So kila mtu we divide what we are gonna do. So kuna vitu wenye Jeff is better at than me. Like me saa zingine ukiita guest afu anze kuringa mimi kwa like siakae manze.
You see why I had to wait till May. I'm like, okay, no worries.
I don't think ingekuwa mimi in the same position ingekuwa the same thing. So tuna work with each other's strengths.
Yeah.
And acha nipe Jeff flowers. The far we have come ni because of your persistence. Hata mimi at some point nasema okay, acha hata mimi ni step up in my own capacity. Na tumekuja mbali manze, and tuko mbali kuenda.
Definitely.
Manze.
You see, the thing which surprises
so
me
is
that
hata mimi. Hata thanks.
I was not prepared, but nonetheless, man, like, if some people ask me, like, if knowing the knowledge you have right now with podcasting and everything, if you were to go back in time and start over, have you done it differently? Would you have like different people in the? And I say no, because you see, it's been a learning process. I don't think like everything I've learned was just through the experience we've had and partnerships with that. Even you having us having you here over here. By the way, ni ile tu tumejaribu tu our luck, man. We're like, hey, Kingiana, well and good, man. But like, so Kev over here, I wouldn't do it with anyone else, honestly speaking, man. Because as you said, we were 4 of us at some point, 5, with only 2 remained, and then we just go on. Yeah. And the best thing, we know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and stuff like that. But just borrowing even from your attribute, where you're saying you put 95% to your creative space.
We can borrow from that.
I don't think we put 95%.
I think we put 95% of effort, but this thing really needs capital.
Yeah.
Because Kev, I can tell you for sure, when they started, we were bigger than them.
Yeah.
Actually, even one of the things, I'm sure you don't know this, but you guys followed us on IG. I'm just saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah. At that time,
Yeah.
it even ring to us like, we're just like, okay,
Because
fine.
just newcomers in the space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, at that time, pia kulikuwa kumeshika kiasi.
Yeah.
Plus, we've been learning through the process. And then, you know, over time, you guys have just like gone. And I'm like, damn, kwani asa kora doing a kaji. You get what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like, truly, if you're putting 95%, then it all makes sense.
sense.
We are not doing anything close to it.
Input, output, bro.
Yeah,
from
You
that.
can't put 10% and expect 100.
Yeah.
I think social media would lie to you. Sometimes things can come easy. And the thing is, the thing with even things coming easy sometimes is like, okay, if it comes easy, are you sharpened enough? But it goes back to what you're saying. If you had to go back in time, would you change anything? And your answer is like no, because the people you are today is because of every single thing you had to go through. So that means you are more refined now. There's things you can learn from people. There's things you can only learn by going through them. You know,
for sure.
so input, output. You are more sharpened now. It maybe look slower to you, but if you stick at it, but you know, at the end of the day, you'll be more refined than anyone. Even if someone starts a pod tomorrow and they're the number one podcast, and you're asking yourself like, how come? And we've been here for many years. They're still not as refined as you. They've not gone through those things that are about to face. You know, bro, building from the ground up is not easy. You go through all those challenges. 5 of you, now it's 2 of you. And how, of course, you know,
100%.
intern. Yeah, so you can imagine they will never be refined as you are. They won't have the same level of resilience as you have. So sometimes the end justifies the means, sometimes again. But you can't cheat on the process, bro. You know, some people need 1 year based on just who they are and their background and everything they've gone through and the access to different things that they have. Some people need 10 years. We're not the same, bro. We're all very different people. Our journeys are very different. We could have the same destinations, but our journeys are very different. You know, someone could go to town now through Ngong Road. Someone else will branch off Apo Junction, aingie Kilimani nini hivyo. You know, someone else anaweza piga tu bypass and Mombasa Road Tao. Tao ni ile, but there's just many ways to get there. And everyone picks their way based on, you know, what is available to you. So safari ni ile. I feel for me, as long as you enjoy podding and you genuinely do it for genuine reasons and you give it your best, things will work out. You know, things will definitely work out, bro. There's no way mbona this work out. There's no way around it.
So now we are entering into my favorite part of the episode, enye tuna plug watu.
Okay.
So tuna plug mtu to anything you've watched, anything you've listened to, anything you've read. Una plug to mtu.
Okay.
Tuanze na mimi.
Yes.
Wait. First of all, before we just get into it, by the way. Just a quick one. Speaking of which, you know, the journey and everything, Yeah, Jojo, by the way, it's been an amazing experience. As in, honestly, I speak on also behalf of Kivu. Among the stories, least stress. Least stress alive.
Wow.
Is it because she talks less?
No, bro.
I'm messing with you.
I'm on TikTok.
Yeah.
No, actually, even she was like kind of tense because you know it's the first time like she's having to host someone over here and stuff like that. But like we wanted her over here actually so that she can just experience it, by the way. So just a quick one. Compare flowers zake pia. Isikwe tu flowers inarushwa hapa Jojo na miss.
I remember tulipatana huko rooftop and it was like 7:30 p.m. Hata uoni mtu vizuri. But the energy was bro, we have to like hello, hi, and then ukateka phone call afu nikaambia Jeff. Ni hivyo man. It's done. Yeah.
But we hope you're enjoying the experience. Yeah?
Seta useme Leona some tallest guy in dreads ukasema. I'm in the right place.
Not doing that.
Kevo, plug basi.
So, in the spirit of Waseko escape prison, the Shawshank Redemption. Kuna mtu amewatch nimpe respect yake. Shawshank Redemption hakuna.
That's why.
Why am I shocked? Hakuna mtu awachingi like peak. Okay, Shawshank. Based on your affair tu kwa manzi yangu. I'm joking.
Bro,
Hey, but
that to cut you part.
Ooh.
Okay.
Love that. Bands for bands.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, please make a point of watching The Shawshank Redemption. It's one of the best movies ever made. Na hii si cap. Mi naweza penda mtu awachie movie tu afu anitext aseme bro nimewachie movie. Greatness. So hiyo ni in terms of movies. In terms of series, kuna series na watch ya Apple TV. Shout out Apple TV. Mnipe deal man. Nimekuwa nikiplug tu Apple TV every time. The Studio by Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen. Wow.
Haven't watched that one.
Maybe Chaxy will can't expect. You look like a man of great taste.
I do, bro. Like, ukiniuliza. Yeah.
Bro, that's creative.
Ukiniuliza, the last thing I watched that was on Cheque, but we'll get to it.
Okay, so The Studio, and when it comes to albums, I apologize. Just kiza anything in the country lately. Nimekuwa majuu. Kaliuchis. Again.
Bro, I haven't listened to Kaliuchis in a while. It's a good reminder.
Kaliuchis amedrop album.
Damn.
Inaitwa Sincerely. Nyie ni magays. Najua hapa magays wana pretend like kusikiza dem ni some scene, but come on guys.
Kali is nice, bro.
Kaliuchis the goat. See the goat, but ana cook. So yeah, hiyo ndo naweza plug off the top of my head. Sacha tuende kwa Chaxy.
Yeah. So movies nini, I'm not your guy, bro. Yeah. But I'm trying to watch more now. I think I'm figuring out PS schedule yangu in a way. So now I'm trying to watch more stuff. The last thing I watched ilikuwa $1 Million Secrets. Cause Mariah was pounding my head. I could like have to watch. So I watched it. Also, it was a limited series. I was like, when I weekend plan, I was like, let me watch it. But I've just never been big on movies and series. Not because I didn't want to. I was struggling with time and everything else that was happening. So hapo hiyo department yangu. Music wise, damn, where do I begin? Music wise, I'd say Njarai, I think, has been on repeat a lot. Njarai I don't know how to explain Njarai, bro. We play Njarai in the house sometimes when I check her too. Like she makes such beautiful music, but like
relax.
Like Njarai is a nice simp, you know. I love it.
Love a girl.
I love Njarai, bro.
Sure,
So Njarai has been on repeat for sure. Charisma's new single, been listening to that a lot. Someone put me on Iana, sindio? Iana, bro. I was like, shit. Okay, this is actually really nice. So that. But mostly I'm a house guy, so I listen to a lot of uns. So tukienda hapo sasa ndio itakuwa hivi. So I listen to a lot of house music. But those I'd say the Kenyan ones, I thought that was essential for me to mention because genuinely that is what I've been consuming a lot. I think that's what you'd find on my playlist mostly. Then shows, I'm more of a YouTube guy, so YouTube now we can talk about shows. I'd say Misfix for sure. That's my new show with Charisma, Poji, Erosh. We dropped an episode on Friday. The classroom, where we went back to school. Hapo kuna madness. So if you've not checked it out, just go on UpSyd Digital Networks on YouTube. Check out Misfix. I have on my tab now open I have a documentary on the Nakuru murders something. Yeah, Nakuru. There's Nakuru murders something. There's a documentary by NTV that is on my tab. I wanna watch the Obina Rigiji interview, so I have that open in my tab. I've started. I haven't finished it. I was watching Joe Rogan as well. I was watching Every Other Time with Eric, Sajid, Ikonini. It's just a bunch of stuff. I'm a YouTube guy, so I watch a
In your opinion, what's the biggest podcast in the world?
Of course, Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is the number one podcast in the world. Undisputed. Across,
I
like,
agree.
pick any metrics and he's still number one.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't know nilikuwa naambia Jeff.
Yeah. Joe Rogan is number one across
Bro,
all the
like
metrics.
his episodes are like 2 hours, 3 hours.
4 hours,
Eh,
bro.
manze.
3 hours.
Na wako watu wawili.
It's mostly ni yeye and a producer and then a
like
guest.
yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. And that's, I think, I don't know, since I knew what podcasting is, Joe Rogan would be like the first people that I knew was doing podcasting. I think he's been podding for like 15 years plus. Yeah.
And what's your take on the Kenyan rating? Because at times I see like we're being put on the same list or like, exactly, with Obina TV. Is that a podcast or is that a TV show?
Yeah.
What's your take on it, by the way? There's some list ilitokea.
I saw
we
the
don't
list,
repost this shit because we're like, what the heck is this, man?
I saw the list, yeah. I think in Kenya it's just access to data, bro, and accurate information. So, I'd say, the people working on such stuff, it's fine. We need it somehow, just for metrics, but it's just access to information. Because at Mimi, I saw, like the average they gave mic check, I was like, it was completely inaccurate. They picked everything on UpSyd, even outside mic check. Like shows in Ilfania 7 years ago, there's gonna 200 views. Then they found an average fade. I was like, so it's not a good representation of mic check. But I don't lie to you, bro. I don't really focus on that stuff as much. I pay attention because we're in a numbers game, but it's not what drives me. Like if you ask me episode ya mwisho on how many views, I don't know, bro. I'd have to check YouTube Studio. Like I have access to it on my phone, but I'm just at a point where I'm really focused on the product. Like I really want to get the best product possible, and I let the numbers just do what they need to do. But Obina, to answer your question, I don't consider Obina a podcast.
Thank you.
Obina
talk show.
Obina is a talk show, but I'd look at Obina. Obina, and I was even saying this the other day, even Ikonini, I feel like Mwafrika has passed that point of just podding. Mwafrika, Ikonini, to me, is more of a news channel. Like I could literally go to Ikonini and I'd have like in a day, I'd have a snapshot of what happened in the day. So it takes so much work. Like, bro, I don't know if there's anyone who works as hard as Obina and Mwafrika in terms of content.
Yeah.
If you go on Ikonini now, I'm sure you'd find minimum 5 new videos that I've dropped today. 5 minimum. And maybe the day is not over. Because if a big story drops now, I promise you by 10 p.m. you'll have a new video up. Obina records mostly on Mondays and he'd do 7 interviews on Mondays.
Damn.
Which is smart for Obina because it's like he'll do all those on Monday, then the rest of the week he has time to be a dad. He's a host. Obina every week akona wedding start. Ako sijui na gig gani. He's doing music. He's a businessman. So I think for him he found a system that works for him. Maybe for him is Mondays no sleep. Bro, 4 a.m. I remember I woke up at 4 a.m. And then I went to the washroom. Then I was, for some reason, I got on my phone. Obina was live with Steve-O. 4 a.m. Obina was live from 10 a.m. Monday. 4 a.m. sasa ni Tuesday, sindio? Obina is still live.
Damn.
Bro, come on, man. Shout out, man.
What's
on a work, bro? What's on a grind? So even me, look at that stuff. I feel like I just feel so inspired, So, Mimi, my goal is to get to a point, and I tell this to Farrell all the time. Is like soon it has to get the point where I want to be able to record every day. Like if I'm not recording, I'm streaming because streaming is something I'm working towards now. So it's like if I'm not recording, whether it's mic check or misfix or I have my own personal channel coming up. Then if I'm not recording anything, I'm streaming or I'm here with you guys as well. Like every day I want to record something, even if it's not my own content. That's my goal.
That's what's up. Anyway, guys, msi feel left out.
Yeah.
To plug.
Jojo, no,
Jojo,
to plug.
Imagine I'm still watching
all the Queensmen. Bro, it's been a
Almost 3.
month.
I know. I don't have time.
Internship yako itaisha.
I'm still plugging you on the same thing I plugged you last month. I watched like 1 episode for 3 days.
Damn.
Masa.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not listening to anything. So.
Damn.
How?
I get her, bro.
They're chasing time.
Bro,
Yeah.
may feel for me, like the one thing as I keep track in music, I listen to music all the time. So at some point I get hold of something new.
I think I listen to podcasts more than music. That's the difference.
Podcast basi.
Right now I listen to like David Dobrik's podcast. It's called Views.
Mm.
Yeah, Shits and Gigs. Mic check, of course. Sandwich. I'm a huge fan of Sandwich, by the way.
Shout out.
Yeah,
Shout out to the gang.
Even Zoza, I plug into Zoza. Yeah, in there. But when it comes to watching, I'm still watching Snowfall, bro.
Niambie ukifika season 3 tuanze kuwatch
Sawa.
Pamoja season 3.
Have you watched Snowfall?
No.
You should definitely.
Me, okay, disclaimer, naweza taka watu wa go into cinemas more. And for mseka Chaxy.
Yeah.
Nilienda cinemas last week at 10 p.m. Bro,
For Sinners?
Sinners, yeah. Bro, Sinners was awesome. Na the fact that tuko cinema hall only 4 people. Na mko like 2x2, you know? Oh, man. Bro, like hapo rules, hakuna rules by the way, tuliingia tu na mzinga. So kwa tunachapa tu shots polite, tuko like damn, hey, hizi vampires na move crazy. and the other couple walikuwa wanachapa vape, so mimi naweza recommend. Nilikuwa ade get keep but acha siwezi enda every day of the week. Bro,
yeah, always just hizo vitu zote.
Like the last showing is at 10 p.m.
Okay.
On weekdays actually ndo utapata like niniko empty na ukitoka unapata hata cinema, watu wa cinema walienda home. Yeah, so si tulikuwa tunatoka tunapata hata if you wanted you could just take anything you want, but obviously we are civilized people. So like I feel like your culture ya cinema, mimi I am a big fan of cinema, on experiencing movies in cinema, and for aseka sisi yenye hiyo balance ya kwanza kusema tinta watch movie at 4 p.m. or 2 p.m. ni crazy. So una time tu siku moja ina week unaenda usiku like Punch tu. Punch I don't feel like is much for that experience. So mi na plug to the cinema experience. Sai kuna Mission Impossible manze, Thunderbolts, you know. So
I'll go watch Sinners before you talk.
Like,
iko karibu, iko like 3 days out.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like if you want to go now. Juu hata I think saizi imetokea on hizo sites zetu.
Okay.
But Sinners is a movie you should really watch in cinemas.
I'll watch it.
If you ask me, but this is a story for another day. Yeah, I feel like that industry is just slowly dying, bro. Like the cinema.
We are the only people
the
who can
cinema
keep
culture.
it alive. Yeah, I think COVID really hit bad sana. Actually, nikawa complain. Lazima uchape road trip ndo uende IMAX.
True.
Crazy. Fact that lazima niende hadi Thika Road. Mimi nafikirianga tu kwenda Thika Road na choka. That's the only IMAX cinema in the country for me.
So is just Garden City?
Yeah.
Only.
There's one ilikuwa Two Rivers.
Two Rivers is Century Cinema.
Yeah. All the others are Century
But
Cinema.
is the experience different in terms of the screen?
The screen, the
size.
sound.
Okay, the sound as well.
The sound actually is on the biggest point. Jutasikiza. Actually, ukiwatch kwa Cinemax, it's like watching on a bigger TV.
Okay.
Hakuna difference na ukiwatch home. The size of the screen is just bigger, but sound ya IMAX ni different. Unatoka hapo una feel kama umekuwa baptized in cinema. No matter na preach all of this, man. You mean my experience your shit.
Yeah.
So anyway, acha niache hapo before niende whole other tangent.
Bro, hata time imeisha man, wacha tu tuishi.
Yeah. So guys, come watch until this part. We thank you so much for watching the Init podcast in whatever platform and you're gonna watch. Remember to follow, subscribe, platform and you're gonna feel uko easy nayo to judge. Follow the mic check. We need more followers than them, but still follow, man.
Yeah.
Follow Chaxy, follow Mariah. Shout out to Mariah. Shout out to Mwas.
By the way, wambie nikiwagotea Burna Boy. Sikuwa sawa kiasi tu. But they shouldn't hold it against me. You get what I'm saying?
Ulifanya nini?
I think it's either Mwas or Mariah. Kuna moja nilitrip.
Oh,
You can lose aura points cars zote.
no, it's allowed. It's
But
fine.
they were together. They were like
Yeah,
in the same area.
they're together,
So, yeah. I
actually,
was like, yeah, I'm just from Minute. Hata wa load. Yeah.
So at some point tutakuwa sisi wote locked in ama tume check in. Is that what term you use?
Yeah, check in kwa sawa. Yeah. Check in but ile check ya do. Check in.
So that find ya lock in ya do pia. When he incarcerated and shit. Anyway, so episode 115. It's been a pleasure.
Niko na dance all diamonds taking ki flex my neck niko na bodies to him and pale chilling ko set hadi ukiwa na odds uwezi beat your bet nilijiset on fire buzz na tutoka kwa head niko na dance all diamonds taking ki flex my neck niko na bodies to him and pale chilling ko set hadi ukiwa na odds uwezi beat your bet nilijiset on fire buzz na tutoka kwa head niko na Midas lines mini magician out of my mind. Really the hardest and I feel so divine. Still like a paranoid.